Now, Jack and Jill Children's Foundation has opened a new shop in Ennis, which is open for business from today. And to enable the shop to have the best possible start, they're asking volunteers to staff it and are seeking volunteers. And I've been speaking about this with Bernie Reidy, the retail area manager with the Jack and Jill Children's Foundation. Bernie, good morning.
Good morning, Alan. How are you?
Very well. This is a exciting development for Jack and Jill. Can you talk to us a bit about the movements behind setting up a shop in Ennis?
Sure. Well, first of all, it's taken us 2 years in the making. We've been looking for, I suppose, the right unit, first of all, the right location. So there's been a lot of work in the background to set the shop up. And we're very happy with our location here. It's in 5A, the Mall, Clare Road. So local people would know it, I suppose, where Paco is, or Cotton's in Flannan's College. So we've got a unit in behind there. It's a lovely unit. I'm sitting here as we speak, looking at the wonderful clothes and bric-a-brac and shoes. I suppose the last couple of weeks have been hectic in setting it up. The painting, getting the clothes in. So now I suppose what we're looking for is volunteers in the local area to come in and help us out.
Okay, so you are up and running today, and we'll get to the call on volunteers in just a moment, but I'm wondering why this new shop will be important for supporting the work of the foundation. Does it give you, I guess, an outlet to tap into, a wider custom base here in Ennis, which of course is a large town?
Yes, definitely. Well, the Jack and Jill Foundation needs to raise 8 million every year to keep the vital service going for our families around Ireland, and we currently have 496 families, and 7 of which are in County Clare. So I suppose for us, it's really important to have a store here in Ennis and in Clare to really, I suppose, get involved in the local community so that they know that they can pop into us, that they can shop with us as well. And I suppose support the families across Clare. Like we've had 86 since we started in 1997. So there's a lot of families that we've supported, and we really want, I suppose, to be part of the community here.
And I've no doubt that will happen. But as you say, you need volunteers to run your new store in Ennis. How many volunteers will you need to keep it going on a regular basis?
I suppose as many as possible, Alan. With a store this size, we would love to have, I suppose a minimum of 10 volunteers here a day, because it is quite a large store. With the location we have here beside Paco, there's a lot of parking, so I'm envisaging a lot of donations coming through the door. So I suppose from sorting the donations in the shop, we definitely, I would hope that we could get anywhere from 10 to 20 would be fantastic.
Yeah, and just on what they would be doing, you kind of began to touch on it there, Bernie. What would a typical day look like for someone volunteering in the shop? Or maybe there's specific roles. As you said, somebody would be sorting through the donations, maybe others would be more front of house. Yeah,
so I suppose it depends what the volunteers are comfortable with. But ideally, they would come in, they'd have their cup of tea. First of all, cup of tea and biscuits are very important in our Jack and Jill, and having a laugh with us. Then they would be sorting clothes, so going through the donations, making sure that the quality is right, goes out onto the floor, hanging them, tagging them, pricing them if they're comfortable in doing that, and then popping them out onto the store. And then we've some volunteers that would just like to do books, so they would organise our book section. Other volunteers then would like to cover the chill area, and happy to do that. So there's different areas that I suppose can be covered in the shop. And again, it's whatever the volunteers are comfortable with. And that could be 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. They might come in once a week or twice a week, whatever they're, it's more of a community, what we feel in our stores, where they come in and they'll have the chats with the other volunteers. And it's very much, I suppose, it's a way of getting out. It's like if you have a couple of hours to spare, it's just a really good way of getting out and about, and I suppose getting that feel-good feeling after you volunteer with us.
And I've no doubt you've volunteers of all ages and backgrounds working for the foundation nationwide, but it strikes me with what you were just saying there, Bernie, that it's a role that I think in particular would suit older members of the community, particularly those who've retired and are looking for a way to stay in touch with people, socialise and fill some time in their day.
Yes, Alan, it's fantastic for that. A lot of our current stores, we have older volunteers, and they find it really good. Just as a way of communicating with other people and a social aspect. And they'd meet up outside of volunteering in our shop as well, which is fantastic. And we have some TY workers that come in, work experience as well. So we kind of cover all ages, and it's fantastic because the younger people are learning from the older people, and the older people are learning from the younger people with the phones and all the technology. So it's a really good way of connecting with people.
Do volunteers need any previous retail experience, or is training provided?
No, training is provided. We'll start you off with the basics, and again, we'll just, as you're getting more comfortable and confident, then we'll expand. But no, there's no experience needed at all.
Okay, so how can people in Ennis and the surrounding area get involved or sign up to help to volunteer?
Well, you can pop into myself and Jessica. We're here all week into the store, just like I said, behind Paco, just across from St. Flannan. So you can pop into us here. And the other option then is you can give us a call on 087 192 0344. Or if you want, you can email us at Ennis@jackandjill.ie.
Okay, well, hopefully as many people as possible heed the call for volunteers. Great to have the shop in Ennis, and Bernie Reidy, the retail area manager with Jack and Jill Children's Foundation. All the best with the new store in Ennis, and thank you so much for having a chat with us about it on Morning Focus.